Hello guys, my name is Rishabh and you're watching Truth and Food, and I'm back with another video that is all about the India's economic condition between 2014 and 19. You see that the India's economic condition has been at its lowest in the past 5 years, which has shown a downgraded fall in the GDP growth rate, that is from 7.4 to 7.1 to 7.1 to 6.8 and from 6.8 to 6.2. सबसे बड़ा सवाल ये पैदा करता है कि अगर इंडिया की इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन इतनी खराब थी तो व्हाट एक्चुअली इज द रीजन दैट डिटोरिएटेड द इंडियाज इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन सो रैपिडली। अगर हम पिछले साल के फाइनेंशियल ईयर की बात करें, दैट इज बिटवीन अप्रैल 2018 टू मार्च 2019, द इकोनॉमी ग्रू बाय 6.8% एंड इन द सेकंड क्वार्टर इट वाज जस्ट 5.8%, जिससे ये साफ जाहिर होता है कि इंडिया इज नो मोर द फास्टेस्ट growing economy. Our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who was the commerce and the defense minister in the first term of Modi government, is now handling the finance condition when the economy is faltering. The alarm over the economic condition is not merely a reflection of slowdown in the GDP growth, but also the poor quality of growth. Private sector investment, that is the mainstay of any substantial growth of an economy, is at its lowest in the past 15 years. In simple words, there was almost no investment in the private sectors in the past few years. The situation was so bad that many Indian industrialists have complained loudly about the situation of the state of the economy, that is the distress of the government towards the business enterprises and the harassment made by the tax authorities. Some of the major issues that resulted in the decline of the health of economy are as follows. The biggest criticism that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has to face in his first term was the government failure to generate employment. According to the government report, unemployment touched a 45 years high between 2017 and 18. Then comes the spurring consumer demand. India's economic condition has been driven by the domestic consumption over the past 15 years, but the government report suggests that the consumption power was slowing down. BJP promised that it would cut income tax to ensure great purchasing power, but because of the India's 3.4 budget deficit, जिसमें गवर्नमेंट्स के एक्सपेंडिचर गवर्नमेंट की रेवेन्यू से ज्यादा होता है, so it was not merely possible for the government to do so. Then comes the push for the privatization. One of the BJP's biggest pledge was to spend $1.44 trillion on the roads, railways and other infrastructures. As we all know that the private investment was lagging behind, and with the India's impressive economic growth in the past decade has largely been driven by the government expenditure. गवर्नमेंट ने एक छोटी सी पहल की जहां पे दे डिसाइडेड कि वो जितने भी गवर्नमेंट ओन्ड एंटरप्राइजेस हैं वो प्राइवेट कंपनीज के हाथों सौंप देंगे, which also included the Air India. During Prime Minister first term, the government decided to reduce the red tape that helped India to move from a spot of 134 rank to 77th rank in the World Bank's 2019 Doing Business ranking. Comparing the GDP growth rate as said by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, तो अगर हम कंपैरिजन करें एनडीए गवर्नमेंट का और मोदी गवर्नमेंट का, so the GDP growth rate from 2009 to 14 was 6.8%, whereas the GDP growth rate from 2014 to 19 was 7.5%. A sub 5% GDP was last witnessed in 2012 and 13. 3 of the 4 quarters witnessed sub 5% GDP growth rate. The annual growth rate figures for that year was also sub 5%. This was the second year, which is around 2018 and 19 in a row during which the economic growth has remained below 5%. The current slide in the GDP growth for the 4 consecutive quarters is interspersed with a series of policy measures. 2 of the mega policy decisions by the government, that was demonetization and the GST, disrupted the Indian economy. The policy disruption hangover still leading to crisis in banking and non-banking financial sectors. Money just stopped flowing in the market that resulted in the huge job loss. ये सबसे बड़ा कारण था अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का, जिसकी वजह से अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट लेवल इंडिया में बढ़ा. The economy is growing and the Prime Minister is set with an improbable target कि वो इंडिया को 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी का हिस्सा बनाएंगे by the end of 2024. But इन्हें कोई समझाए that the government expenditures comes from the revenue it earns and not from the size of GDP. Physical deficit constraint means that the government cannot borrow the money beyond the limit. It is a situation जहाँ पे government expenditure, government revenue से ज्यादा होते हैं. This is the state of India's economy right now. It is expanding but at a reduced pace, which we can say that it is not a recession or a mandi period. Latest policies announcement by the government, including withdrawal of super rich surcharge, are likely to bring back investment and create jobs, and hence push demand for consumption. If that happens, it will give a fresh kick to Indian economy. That's all for this video. I hope you all like this video. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आएगा तो please share करिए and please do subscribe my channel Truth Unfold. Stay safe and thank you.